Alright, today we're going to teach you how to properly string up a recurve bow for archery classes. So in order to do this successfully, you're going to need two pieces of equipment. First thing you're going to need is a recurve bow, which I have in my right hand here. Second piece of equipment is one of these red bow stringers in order to string up the bow. First thing you're going to want to know with regards to the bow is how to differentiate the top from the bottom. What you'll notice is on the top part of the bow, you'll see the bowstring which is attached, kind of hanging and resting on one of the limbs, a little bit down from the top. The bottom part of the bow is going to have a white piece of tape right here at the bottom, which is holding the string in place. Then, to differentiate the top of the bowstringer from the bottom of the bowstringer, what I'm holding in my left hand here is the top of the bowstringer. You'll notice that it has an open circle loop here and a rubber rectangular piece that hooks onto the limbs. The bottom part in my right hand has just a little plastic piece here that just kind of sets on the bottom part of the bow. Next, what we're going to do is apply the bowstringer properly onto the bow. So the first thing you're going to want to do is know how to hold the bow in your hand. So what you want to do is hold the bow with one hand, in this case my right hand, by the riser, which is in the center of the red piece here on the bow. Then I'm going to take the bowstringer and I'm going to use the top part of the bowstringer and apply that first to the top part of the bow. So as you can see, I've got my bowstring right here. So I'm going to take this top part of the bowstringer, I'm going to take the top part of the bow and place it right through that hole of the bowstringer, bring it down below the string, and then clip the rubber pieces of the bowstringer beneath the string onto the limb. Then I'm just going to take the bottom part of the bowstringer and apply it right to the bottom of the bow, like so, where there, as you can see, is no tangling of the strings. I've got the red part of the bowstringer hanging below the black string on the bow. Alright. So now the bow is ready to be strung up. So first thing you're going to do in order to successfully string up your bow is to first hold the bow by the riser, which is the center of the bow here. In this case it's red. I'm going to hold that with my right hand with the bow out in front of me. Next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to place it right on the red bowstringer, and you want to make sure that you have your foot on the string about halfway through, so that way it doesn't slide off the toe as you're pulling up to string the bow. So what I'm going to do next is practice just pulling the bow up. You can see the limbs here, these two white pieces, they kind of bend a little bit, but they're not going to break. So if you're able to do this, that's fine. The higher you pull the bow up, the more slack you're going to get on the string here in order to successfully string the bow. So this is a good exercise to do as you're learning how to string up the bow for the first time. So once I'm able to do that, I'm going to use my other hand here that I have free, and I'm going to use my thumb and index finger of that hand. And I'm going to place that onto the bowstring here. And I'm going to use it on the outside of each string. So my index finger is on one side, my thumb is on the other. Then as I pull up to create some slack, I'm going to slide the string down towards the end of the bow here. If I need more slack, I'm just going to pull up higher. And you'll notice there's a little notch at the end of the bow right here on both sides that you want to have the string get settled onto. That way it'll be nice and secure to use. The last thing that you'll have to do after you've successfully completed stringing up your bow is to remove the bowstringer from the bow. So first thing you're going to want to do is take the bottom part off first. Alright, so all I'm going to do is just hold the bow by the riser, pull off the bottom part of the bowstringer, and let that touch the ground. And then the final operation here is to unhook the two rubber pieces on the top part of the bowstringer, and simply remove it from the top part of the bow. And now you are ready to start using your bow to shoot arrows.